I was looking for who authored this quote that I've heard my whole life, or at least for a long time. I couldn't find it good. I don't know if anyone else knows. But I like this quote, and it's a good thing to remind ourselves again and again and again, because most of us, you maybe never consciously thought about it, but if you do think about it, your mood, your outlook on life, your optimism or pessimism at any given moment very much depends on what your mind is focused on. The challenge is a lot of the time we are not conscious of what our mind is focused on. We have so many, we have so much conditioning, so much moving into our field of awareness at any given time. What happens is we get caught in these kind of these ongoing cycles of either anxiety, despondency, depression, sadness, anger. And, it's not that there's not a lot of things going on in the world to be concerned about. There are a lot of things going on to be concerned about, but the problem comes when your mind is in essence enslaved by it. You don't have an ability to pull your mind out of that spin. And yoga actually can change that. The holism of yoga practice is designed to awaken a capacity, to awaken these capacities that we all have, but we need some training in order to be able to do it. A capacity to actually become more aware of what you're thinking, that is, creating a negative space, and then to pull your mind out of that space and pull yourself more into the present moment. So I mentioned, in my story, I used to have very debilitating anxiety, which was really 24/7. There was always this underlying unsteadiness, agitation, and it really clouded all of my experience. I know this isn't uncommon, but if you've had that experience, I can empathize because I know what it's like to be living in a mind where that present moment just really is not available. And so this capacity to pull yourself out of that and be present is where we really experience more of that thriving feeling, which means, when you're more present, you can experience the goodness in life. You're more able to see the goodness in life, if that makes sense. When your mind's in a real negative spin, you can't see the goodness that might be available. All you can see is the negativity. And a lot of these themes don't just come from yoga. There's a lot of universal truths, that are expressed through all the world's religious and spiritual traditions. And, one universal truth is that, in this world we live in, there's always these forces of, we could say, the light and the dark, or the positive and the negative. And so I just want you to encourage you, no matter how chaotic and dark the world seems, the way this world operates, according to yoga, and I'll explain a little more why, is that the light is always there. There still is the beauty, the connection, the wisdom, the growth. There's an opportunity for that, but to access it, the more the challenge and the chaos increases, the more we need these inner tools to be able to pull our mind back into that space and build this capacity to redirect our mind to whatever is present.